Top 10 most influential figures of all time. Number 1 will surprise you. There are people who not only changed history, but also shaped the very world we live in. Who are they, and what made them the greatest figures of all time? Let's explore the top 10 legendary individuals who left an indelible mark. And the number 1 spot will surprise you. If you find this video interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because there's plenty of exciting content ahead. Let's dive in. Top 10. St. Paul the Apostle. Few could have imagined that someone who once fiercely opposed a religion would become the most influential figure in shaping it. St. Paul, born Saul of Tarsus, initially persecuted and oppressed early Christians. However, after a life-changing event, he devoted the rest of his life to spreading the faith, becoming one of the most impactful thinkers in history. His letters in the New Testament not only laid the foundation for Christian theology, but also influenced Western philosophy, ethics, and culture for over 2,000 years. Without St. Paul, Christianity might not have flourished as it does today. Top 9th, Martin Luther. Martin Luther, one of the most influential figures in history. In 1517, he published the 95 Theses, presenting revolutionary views on faith in the Church, marking the beginning of the Protestant Reformation. This movement not only transformed religion, but also had a profound impact on European society. More importantly, Luther's translation of the Bible into German made religious teachings more accessible and helped shape the language and thought of future generations. Though debates about his influence continue, it is undeniable that Martin Luther opened a new chapter in European history. Top 8th. Emperor Constantine the Great. Born around the year 280, Constantine, also known as Flavius Valerius Aurelius Constantinus, was a renowned Roman emperor, not only for his military prowess, but also for the groundbreaking changes he brought to world history. He was the first Roman emperor to convert to Christianity and issued the Edict of Milan in 313, officially ending the persecution of Christians across the empire. After his father's death in 306, Constantine ascended to the throne in York, now in England, and quickly demonstrated his strategic military skills. Although he was not a devout Christian, he used Christian imagery in his military campaigns, particularly in defeating rivals and solidifying his power. This not only allowed him to unify the empire, but also changed the future of the Roman Empire. Though he was never officially canonized by the Latin Catholic Church, Constantine's immense contributions to the spread of Christianity led the Eastern Orthodox Church to venerate him as a saint. Along with his mother, Helena, he is commemorated in the liturgical calendar and honored as a great emperor in history. Top 7. Isaac Newton. Born in 1643 into a poor family in England, Isaac Newton overcame all odds to become one of the greatest minds in human history. An apple fell, and the world changed forever. That was the moment the law of universal gravitation was born, a discovery that not only explained all motion in the universe, but also ushered in an entirely new scientific era. But did you know that Newton was not just a man who understood the universe? He laid the foundations for modern mathematics, astronomy, and mechanics, fields that we still apply every single day. Without him, would you be able to use this smartphone? Would spacecraft be able to reach space? Newton established principles that no one could deny, and his discoveries not only revolutionized science, but also directly shaped all the technology we use today. Behind every advancement is Newton's legacy, and one big question remains. Do you fully understand the extent of his impact on this world? Top 6. Abraham. The man who changed the course of human history. Born 4,000 years ago, he was not only the patriarch of 3 major religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, but also laid the foundation for a unique people, the Jews. A small nation in numbers, yet one with global influence. Did you know? Although they make up only 0.2% of the world's population, Jewish people have won over 20% of all Nobel Prizes. They are not only brilliant minds, but have also left a profound mark on science, economics, and human culture. Top 5. Albert Einstein. Born in 1879 in Germany, Einstein was not the child prodigy many assume him to be. He was a late talker, preferred thinking alone, and was even once described by a teacher as having no future. Yet this very different way of thinking shaped a scientist who would change the world. In 1905, he published the theory of relativity along with the famous equation E equals mc squared, ushering in the era of nuclear energy. Space and time, once considered absolute, were proven by Einstein to be flexible. This was not just a scientific theory, it became the foundation for GPS, nanotechnology, and our modern understanding of the universe. But he didn't stop there. Einstein also helped lay the groundwork for quantum mechanics, explaining the photoelectric effect, a discovery that earned him the 1921 Nobel Prize in Physics. This breakthrough paved the way for computers, smartphones, and laser technology. Einstein was more than just a scientist. He was a symbol of creativity and limitless thinking. And though he passed away in 1955, his ideas continue to shape the world today. The top 4. Mahatma Gandhi. On October 2, 1869, in Gujarat, India, a boy was born into a Hindu family. No one could have predicted that he would later become the greatest symbol of the independence movement, honored worldwide as Mahatma. In 1921, Gandhi became the leader of the Indian National Congress, guiding the movement for independence from British colonial rule. But instead of violence, he chose the path of nonviolent resistance. Through peaceful marches and hunger strikes, he called for unity and protested oppression without using force. From 1914 to 1947, his relentless efforts played a crucial role in helping India regain its independence. However, soon after, religious conflict between India and Pakistan erupted, leading to severe consequences. Gandhi continued to advocate for peace and national unity. But on January 30, 1948, while on his way to a prayer meeting, he was attacked and did not survive. His passing left a profound sense of loss worldwide. Yet Gandhi's ideas and legacy live on. From human rights movements to peaceful protests, his philosophy of nonviolence continues to inspire millions across the globe. Top 3. Muhammad. Do you believe that a single person can change the destiny of an entire civilization? Around the year 570 in Mecca, amidst the arid desert, a boy was born who would later alter the course of history. Growing up in a society filled with injustice and chaos, he carried a powerful message of compassion, justice, and human connection. But it was not an easy path. He faced fierce opposition and was forced, along with his followers, to leave Mecca, seeking refuge in Abyssinia and later in Medina. And it was here that a historic turning point occurred. Muhammad became a significant leader, laying the foundation for a new community where faith united people. In just 2 decades, the movement he initiated transformed the entire Arabian Peninsula. By 630, Mecca opened its gates to this faith, and from there, it spread rapidly. Today, Islam has become one of the largest religions in the world, with billions of followers. Top 2. Buddha. More than 2,600 years ago, in what is now Nepal, a prince was born into a royal family. He had every luxury and privilege one could dream of. But instead of indulging in a lavish life, he abandoned it all in search of the ultimate truth. After years of spiritual practice, he realized a profound truth. Suffering does not come from the external world, but from within the mind. And liberation does not lie in imposed beliefs, but in awareness and understanding. What makes him unique is that he did not teach people what to believe. Instead, he showed them how to experience and realize the truth for themselves. He did not establish a rigid religion, but inspired a way of life based on wisdom and compassion. More than 2 millennia later, his teachings continue to spread across the world, serving as a guiding light for millions. Today, meditation, one of Buddhism's core practices, has been scientifically proven to reduce stress, enhance focus, and bring profound inner peace. Top 1. Jesus Christ. And finally, the number 1 spot belongs to the most influential figure in history, the one who changed humanity forever. He wrote no books, led no armies, and taught for only 3 years. Yet his influence surpasses centuries of philosophy. Who could possibly achieve that? The number 1 position belongs to none other than Jesus Christ, a figure who left an indelible mark on human history. Despite teaching for only 3 years, his impact far exceeds centuries of philosophy, from great thinkers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. He wrote no books, painted no pictures, yet the greatest masterpieces from Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and Dante were all inspired by him. From just 12 disciples at the beginning, today over 2 billion people around the world identify as Christians, an astonishing number. Plato taught for 50 years, Aristotle spread knowledge for 40 years. Yet just 3 years of Jesus' teachings have influenced billions of people for over 2,000 years. He is not just a religious figure, but a symbol of love, compassion, and forgiveness, values that have shaped human civilization. What do you think about the influence of this figure? Leave your thoughts in the comments. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any fascinating discoveries. Goodbye and see you next time.